Hi, my name's Rachel and I'm the Living Seas Coordinator at Essex Wildlife Trust. This week I'm going to talk about our Share Our Shores project again. Our Share Our Shores is a collaborative project between Essex Wildlife Trust and the RSPB, and we're looking to protect Essex's wonderful beach nesting birds. Now, we do that in a number of ways. The first is by doing habitat work on our reserves in the Blackwater and the Colne estuaries to make sure they've got the optimum habitat for nesting. We also monitor populations of key species, and I'm going to be talking about one of those today. And we also engage with the public, so that's where you come in. We want to raise awareness of the project, of these species, and what everyone can do to help. Now, we may not be able to get to the coast as much as we would like or at all at the moment, but when we do, it's a really good opportunity to think about the things we can do to help wildlife across the board. Now, to help the beach nesting birds, things we can do is to make ourselves aware of key nesting sites. Now, this is on our Share Our Shores website. You can also make sure we're keeping a safe distance from these places, not landing in certain areas, and keeping dogs under control. So these are just some of the measures that we can take to make sure that these guys have got the space to really thrive. But the species I want to talk about today, one of the ones we're focusing on in the project, is the sweet and some may say dumpy little wading bird, the ringed plover. So if I get a picture here, this is a lovely picture of the ringed plover here. Now these, as I said, are small wading birds. They get to 19 centimetres in height. They've got these really distinctive bands on the head and also on the breast. And you'll find that they're actually a resident in Britain, and they nest on beaches and along the coast as well. So really lovely birds here. And if you don't see them, you may hear them. So this is the ringed plover call. Quite a familiar sound for along the Essex coast. And what we're hoping for over the spring is to find some of these beautiful ringed plover eggs. So as you can see, these are well camouflaged. These are actually taken in Old Hall Marshes, which is in the Blackwater estuary. It's an RSPB site. Very well camouflaged, and what we're hoping is that these will fledge into beautiful little ringed plover chicks. So what I'm going to do now, as I've done in other episodes, is attempt to do a quick sketch of these beautiful little birds and pick out some of their key ID features and see how we go. There, so there you have my attempt at the ringed plover there. I think I've actually made him slightly more dumpy than he's supposed to be. But it's still a nice exercise. I really enjoyed picking out the bands on the head. A really fun bird to draw for me. And you can see here we've got my attempt at an oyster catcher at the top here. That's another key species that we're focusing on in the Share Our Shores project. And I'll be talking about the third and final species in another video in the future. So thanks very much for watching. Check out the Share Our Shores website and see you soon.